Hey, what's up everyone? In today's video brought to us by Artech 21, I've got 5 cases for the Samsung Galaxy S7. They're all 2-part cases made from a polycarbonate and a TPU, and I gotta say, when I first received these cases I wasn't quite sure what to expect, but if you're like me, I think you may be surprised. Ian here from Droid Mania, and you're watching my full review. So let's get started. First up, we'll start with this familiar looking case. It's called the Dallas Jelly series. It's slim, scratch resistant, military grade, and comes in multiple colors. When it comes to the installation, although this is a 2-part case, it's easier to install them both as one. And here's our first look at the front, and now the back. And because this is a clear case, I'll let you know how it fares against fingerprints. And now that we've got the case installed, let's get into the tour. Starting with the bottom of the case, we've got spacious and accurate cutouts. Along the left hand side, you've got separate up and down volume buttons. And yes, they're raised. They're also quite responsive and easy to press. Moving up top, you'll find the lone cutout for the noise cancelling microphone, which is what we expect. Which brings us to the right side and the power button. You'll notice that it's quite tactile and that it gives you just the right amount of feedback when pressed. Moving a little further down, on the right hand side, you'll find the Artech 21 branding nicely etched into the side of the case. Because this is the first time I'm trying out one of these cases, of course I had to check out the micro USB connection, and there were no issues here. So let's move on, and now we'll take a look at the back of the case. There's a very spacious cutout for the camera, flash, and heart rate monitor, and along the bottom you'll see that Galaxy S7 branding shining through. Next up, we've got another familiar looking case. This one's the Little Rock series. This case is also military grade. It's shock resistant and impact proof. You do get a tempered glass screen protector with this case, but since it's not full screen, we won't be using it. There's a trick to installing this. Make sure that you separate the 2 pieces before trying to install. Just start from the bottom like an OtterBox and separate the 2 pieces. Since we're not using the protector included, I did add my full screen protector here, and as some of you may have been wondering, it does pair nicely. When it comes to the install, start with the inner portion first. Next, you'll take the outer TPU portion of the case, and from the bottom, snap the 2 parts of the case together. Now I've had a little practice here and it's not as easy as it looks. It does take a little bit of time to install the 2 pieces of the case, but as you can see here, once you get past that, everything's good. This case is definitely rugged and it feels okay in the hand. With that said, it's time for the tour. Starting from the bottom, you'll find these dust covers over your micro USB and your 3.5mm headphone jack. I know some of you don't like those, but they're here. You'll either love or hate the texture along the side, but it's there to add extra grip. When it comes to the volume up and down buttons, they are separate, but as you can see here from this side view, they're a bit recessed. Now I'm not sure if those really cause the issue or not, but myself and others found the buttons a bit difficult to press. Up top we've got the noise cancelling mic cutout, and from this angle you also get an idea of the thickness of this case. Coming around to the right hand side, we've got the power button, and just like the volume up and down buttons, it's a bit stiff and difficult to press. On the back of the case, you've got a very deep well for the camera, flash, and heart rate monitor, and along the bottom, the Artech 21 branding. As I mentioned earlier, I wouldn't be using the screen protector included because it wasn't full screen, so I've installed my GPL protector. With this case, the notification panel's not working. But that's okay because I've got a fix for that. With Nova Launcher installed, you can simply swipe down anywhere on the screen and access your notification panel. If you're interested and you want to hear more things about what Nova Launcher can do along with my current setup, leave that in the comments below. But that's enough Nova Launcher talk for now, let's get back to the review. I also tested out port access to the micro USB connector, and as you can see here, there's no issues accessing that. Lastly, for this case, I tested out wireless charging, and just like with all the other ones I'm going to show in this video or I've already shown, it works just as well. I've got 2 more cases for you to round out this review. They're from the Arkansas series. These 2-piece cases also come in multiple colors, and the install here is fairly easy. Once you've separated the pieces, go ahead and insert your phone into the inner TPU, and then apply the outer ring. And here's our first look at the case, and again I've got my screen protector installed. I think it's pretty good looking, what do you think? Since we've got time for one last tour, let's do it. The bottom's up, and as you can see we've got spacious, accurate cutouts. On the left hand side we've got clearly defined up and down volume buttons. I did find these to be a little bit stiff when pressed, but they respond nonetheless. Up top we've got the noise cancelling mic cutout, which seems slightly off center. On the right hand side you've got the power button. It's also got the same level of stiffness as the volume up and down, but at least they're consistent. On the back of the case, you've got a nice deep well for the camera flash and heart rate monitor. And there's that feeling again. Have we seen this case before? When it comes to the bezels, they're a decent size, so you'll get that lay on the table support. I'm also quite happy to say that when paired with a full screen tempered glass screen protector, that these cases work very nicely. And that just about does it for me today. I'll wrap up this review by saying that overall, I think that these are some decent cases, but there is room for improvement. For example, the power and volume buttons are pretty stiff, and I think these cases may be overpriced just a bit. Like I've alluded to several times throughout the course of this video, when it comes to the style and design of these cases, we've definitely seen this before. But if you're interested, I'll leave the links to these cases and those they remind us of down below, so go and check them out. Okay, so there you have it. You've just seen 4 cases brought to us by Artech 21. They're 2 pieces, protective, and comes in multiple colors. After seeing the review, are you interested in these cases or those that they remind us of? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. 3 out of 4 of them work with full screen protectors, providing that you're using Nova Launcher, so you can get full coverage. If you've enjoyed this video, be sure to comment, share, and leave a like. If you're new to the channel, now would be the time to go ahead and click that subscribe button for more content like this. As always, I'd like to thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you in my next one.